Okay, I should have everything ready, so good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, wherever you are. If you can't tell from the stream title, it's Winona time. This is my 6th attempt of Run and Bun, and this is easily the furthest I've gotten. If I were to win this next fight, I will have doubled my gym badges compared to my second best attempt. With 6 attempts, that doesn't say an awful lot, but you know, it's still quite good, I would say. Yesterday I was also streaming. Yesterday I did the final few fights up to Winona. And then I spent most of off stream yesterday, like beyond like the daily things, working on the Winona fight itself. I had like a few things ready, but I wasn't quite content with what I had yet. But now I think I am ready to make this work. I am risking a few things, but I'm not risking the run, I believe. Before anything else, let me just put everything away, item-wise. Should not have done that, but whatever. I'll give you back your Megastone. So, what's the plan? What are we sacrificing here, and what risks are we taking? We are risking like a boatload of crits consecutively, and we're risking like one roll ish. It's gonna be a roll that's not. The roll is not run losing, the multitude of crits would be. At least that's like what I found so far. But I believe my line is not contingent on any of that. It is, however, contingent on the ability to get a specific range. So we're gonna have to invest a few things. We're gonna have to invest our last rare candy here. I've conferred with a few people, and like basically the conclusion was use your candy, not your skill, because I have a heart skill available for it, for what I want to do, that basically does the same thing. And I'm gonna opt to use the, let's say it right, use the rare candy instead. Also to like, hopefully, like play around a crit, I believe is also what it does. All right, and Canada should get Icicle Crash here. Yup. So this is the team. If you can't tell, this is the team we're bringing: Candace, Wolfric, Roxy, Poppy, Will, and Hamilton. Of these, Will is going to pull his weight massively, and by massively I mean, despite not taking more than 1 kill, if I'm not mistaken, he's basically involved in setting up the entirety of this fight, thanks to his longevity. We are gonna need a citrus on you. We're gonna need a citrus on you. We're gonna need a citrus on you. A citrus on you. Not a citrus on you, it's a life orb. Here's the issue. First, this is the team in question: Staraptor, Volcarona, Hawlucha, Celesteela, Shaman, Sky, and Mega Altaria. Of these, Shaman Sky is a nightmare. Hawlucha is not far behind. Altaria, if we can set him upright, is not that big a deal. But if you can't, Demonic as well. And Volcarona in particular is just full of random shit that can go wrong. We're just gonna hope that none of those come into play. I want to make sure that I give the right berry here, by the way. So I'm gonna real quick check. Agua berry. Like, what is the... it's minus special defense, so I need Iapapa specifically. Because I need one on Wolfric, and Wolfric is naughty. If I'm not mistaken. I'm gonna double check that, I believe I'm right on that. Yeah, naughty. Agua berry is if you have lowered special defense, then it can confuse you. Naturally, I prefer not to confuse, so yeah, that's how we're gonna avoid that. One sec, I'm trying to get my stream written, no, not written down again, but like present again. There we go. Alright. We're gonna do one investment here, and that is our final candy. Not really much else we could invest here. There's like maybe something for like Wolfric, maybe something for Roxy, or maybe something for Poppy. But in practice, no. None of that is also relevant. We're gonna make sure that Candace is level 70. It's needed for specifically Skymin and to a lesser extent Hawlucha. Here we go. It feels bad wasting my final candy, or because this feels genuinely like a waste. But rare candies, in the grand scheme of things, are going to be less and less important, as opposed to skills, which will become more and more valuable as we go on. We're gonna stand at the ready, and then I'm gonna do a quick explanation of what we plan to do. One sec. I wanted to... No, I'm doing it all wrong. I just need to... There we go. And here we are. You see, that's important. Shame on you. No, it's not. Okay. The general plan involves Will using all of its slack off PP. Probably. Depends a bit on crits and like high rolls and shit, but that's the general scare. Okay? There's two situations in this fight that are scary. They are as follows. There is like a decent chance for Hawlucha to put or no, I'm risking one thing on a crit, and that's a crit on Volcarona. If that crits its psychic, then we might be in trouble. But it is steerable. It probably just boils down to we sack Wolfric in this fight. There's also a potential... there's a small chance that Celesteela does some cause some issues in that specific line, in that specific order. But if not, then we should be fine. I hope I didn't miss anything. And I am very reliant on, like, Will being healthy. But with 10 slack off PP, I wager we should be fine. We're gonna give this a whirl. And hopefully nothing will go wrong. We're leading with Hamilton. That is deliberate. We need the Staraptor to do a specific thing. And I think we're just ready and we're just gonna send it. If you can't tell, I'm quite nervous. Gym leaders always the hardest fights to plan. Okay. I want to double check my items, that I didn't miss anything on my items. Citrus, Life Orb, Iapapa, Citrus. Yeah, okay. We should be fine, I hope. Let's do this. I'm Winona. I'm the leader of the 4-tree Pokemon Gym. I've become one with bird Pokemon and have soared the skies. However grueling the battle, we have triumphed with grace. Witness the elegant choreography of bird Pokemon and I. Here we go. Leader Winona would like to battle and sends out Staraptor. We're going to lead with Hamilton. Hamilton has one job in this situation, and it's a very simple one. It's baiting the close combat. Because Staraptor has a choice scarf. That means whichever move clicks his first turn is the one he's going to be stuck into. That's going to be close combat because that's the highest damaging move on Hamilton. I believe it sees a kill, but regardless of whether or not it does, Will can take that close combat easily. And we hope to not see 2 not min roll crits. We're already good. Because Staraptor here on a non-crit into a crit will not deal more than 50%. So we're free to slack off after the second close combat. Staraptor's defense keeps going down. And we will heal ourselves back to full. We're going to take one more close combat. And that means he's at -3 and Psychic will kill. Alright. 1 down. 5 to go. Trying to make sure that I get my full team at the ready as well on my calculator. Alright. This baits in Volcarona. Volcarona here is going to click Bug Buzz and Bug Buzz only because that will see a kill. We're getting right the fuck out. And we are going to switch to Berserker. Berserker is going to take that Bug Buzz perfectly fine. And even on a crit, we're not too scared of what happens then. Okay, no crits. No Spadef drop. Perfect. Volcarona is now going to Fiery Dance. Hamilton can take that Fiery Dance. It quad resists it, and therefore we're not scared of it. If there's no special attack boost, we're golden. Okay, so far so good. You can already kind of see from the moveset, we're going to Rock Slide, and then we're going to Extreme Speed. He Psychics us, he could even have Quiver Dance in that situation. We're above 50%, yes! Oh, that makes his fight so much easier. Alright, it's now in Swarm range. We don't care, we're going to Extreme Speed it and it kills. Okay, so far so good. So far so good. With these 2 down, we're just going to continue down the line. This should be the Hawlucha coming in. Hawlucha is in. Hawlucha, at my HP amount, 132, is going to click one of Close Combat and Stone Edge. We have a mon that can take both of those, and it is Will. Will takes those 2 moves and should... Yeah, Stone Edge is doing a little more damage, but it's fine. 141. That is perfect. That is perfect. Okay. At this point in time, the highest damaging move Hawlucha will see is going to be Acrobatics. It also sees that we can kill it in one shot, so it's never going to Sword Dance us. Wolfric can come in on the Acrobatics. It's incredibly physically bulky, so even a crit deals at most like 50-ish%. Okay, got everyone now. Alright. It will now click Close Combat once again. That's the highest damaging move by a mile. So Will can take that Close Combat. Alright. We do need it to be at -2 at this point, though. Because we need Mamoswine to take the kill with an Ice Shard. So we are going to slack off on the Acrobatics. And we're going to basically go to full. Acrobatics. Slack off. Alright. I'm going to do it a little bit different than I had planned. I'm going to Future Sight here. And we're just going to hope there's no crits. Perfect. Future Sight. We're slacking off again. Okay, I'll have to make do with that. That should be perfectly fine. I believe... No, I know it is. I know it is. So we can now go to Candace on the Acrobatics. Even on a crit, that Acrobatics will never kill Mamoswine. It deals at most 70%. And that is perfectly okay. And Future Sight will kill Hawlucha here with ease. And if it doesn't, we have Ice Shard. Honestly, this is even better. This was a tiny, like, a micro adjustment I made just now, but I think this actually makes this fight perfectly safe from this point forward. And if it does, that's so good. Okay, this should be Skyman. Shaman Sky, because Shaman Sky sees an easy, fast kill, because it doesn't know we have Ice Shard. Ice Shard here, at level 70, with a Life Orb equipped on Candace, is guaranteed to KO. At level 69, there was like 2 or 3 rolls where it wouldn't kill, so we needed to invest either a candy or a heart skill. We chose for the candy. Ice Shard kills Shaman, and 2 more to go. Alright, and we're now at like below 50%. Celesteela easily sees a kill, and it only sees one with Heavy Slam. Perfect. Alright, if it only sees a kill with Heavy Slam, we're gonna go to Will, who can take it. Will can take 2 Heavy Slams easily. It takes at most like 79 with a crit. We're gonna slack off once more. We're gonna try and get ourselves HP up again to like full-ish. And we need a tiny bit of chip. The way we're gonna do that is with a... We're gonna first slack off once more to get ourselves back to full. Then we are going to Surf. Deal 20%, that's enough. Earthquake once more. Okay. And we slack off once again on Heavy Slam this time, okay. Those 2 have like overlapping rolls. Whatever it is, it doesn't really matter. Now we needed that bit of damage for Hamilton to take the kill. However, Hamilton cannot take an Earthquake, and as you saw, it's most likely to Earthquake. It's not exclusive, it could also be Heavy Slam, but Heavy Slam is not great in Hamilton either, especially at the HP that it is. Wolfric, however, can take both of those moves. And at this HP amount, it should always bait Flamethrower after. See? Yes. So now it always baits Flamethrower, and Hamilton can come in on that perfectly fine. Okay. Flamethrower, yep. Pitiful damage. We haven't even used our Citrus yet. Perfect. We have Flare Blitz. Flare Blitz deals at minimum 85%. With the aforementioned 20% that Surf did at minimum, Flare Blitz here always kills. One more to go. And it's the easiest one. Because that's the one I found like a solution for very quickly. And everyone gets their experience, yada yada, don't care. Altaria. Altaria, in this situation, sees a kill with Earthquake. And the way we're gonna kill the Altaria is with Roxy. It's there for a reason, of course. We cannot switch it in on an Earthquake, naturally. So we're gonna do that through Will. Alright. And then he Mega Evolves. And he's going to Earthquake me. And in doing so... yeah, there it is. Okay, he's now always going to Hyper Voice me. Roxy Quad resists that Hyper Voice. So we're gonna go to Roxy. Naturally, Roxy still cannot take that Earthquake. And so we either need to one-shot it, or we need to do something else. And that is to make sure that he cannot do anything but Hyper Voice. In comes Encore. We only need to take 3 Hyper Voices, and we always are able to, thanks to our Health Citrus Berry. Even with crits, at worst, 3 crits would have been a chance to 3-shot us without Citrus. So we're good. And Sludge Bomb, 1 down. Alright, and he poisons. Okay. Insult to injury. Hyper Voice again. And we're still like at 50-ish%. Exactly 50% actually. And now Sludge Bomb kills. And we did this one deathless! Woo! That feels good. That feels really, really good. Alright, Winona has been defeated. And the risks that I've taken have not come to play, thankfully. Not a single crit in that fight. We are now able to use Fly, and this is a gift. We can now use Roost as well. We can teach something Roost. And it makes a flying type Pokemon last longer in battle. Ah, that felt good. That felt so good. And it gives me more fun prospects. The reason I say that is because it will now open up Scorch Slap for us. For the people who weren't around here yesterday, no, last week. With my current... with my current encounters, I have a 98.5 or 97.5% chance to get a Golisopod. And for the people that don't know what that means either, Golisopod is one of the best Pokemon in this game. It is often considered top, I want to say, like top 3. And that's lowballing it. There's plenty of people who say it's the best. So, hopefully we can get it. So let's go ahead and try that. The way we want to do that is we're going to use Lana. We're going to use Nana? Yeah, Will can come. Candace, thank you. You did so well there. Cress. Wolfric can stay. And Misty, I believe I had in mind last time. I'll also bring Caracosta, actually. No, Dread. No, I'll be... Wait, actually, before anything else... First off, there's gonna be a mon that I'm gonna get before this. And to best get that one, I probably should do this and wait a bit with Lana. I'll bring... I could bring Ingo, I'm not going to. I'll bring these. And here we go. So... the reason I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it, is that the next encounter is going to be in Fortress City, and it's a Kecleon. That's not the one I'm excited about, but the reason it is interesting... Fuck. There's that Kecleon if you don't know. I need to go over the bottom. Here we go. And now we can walk. We get a Sylph Scope here. And set Sylph Scope. Double check that I have my repellent on. I do. Alright. Hi, there's something here you can see right now if you were to use this device. No, I should just show you. I'm ready for battle. Start a Pokemon attacked. It's a Kecleon! Okay, so this does give me some info. In that I now know that I could not have dodged this encounter. And I should have just gone for the Sneasler initially anyway. But, hey, that's good to know for now. Alright, we're just gonna run. What great battle style! And now we have a Devon Scope. And I enjoy seeing Pokemon trainers strive together. I think they're doing great. Well, let's meet again somewhere. This is the way we continue that. That's the way we continue down the path. But for now, we're gonna use the Devon Scope here to get rid of the Kecleon. And we're just gonna run away. I'm gonna do the Kecleon first, because that's the boring one, and I'd prefer to just have that, get that out of the way. Let's see if we can just capture it quickly. There we go. We're gonna use the Devon Scope, and we're gonna get a Kecleon. Or at least we're gonna try and get it. This Kecleon is gonna be another Fake Out Mon, and it's pivotal specifically for Tantaliza. It's very often used in Tantaliza, in the Tantaliza fight for various reasons. Alright, let's grab a Pokeball, and we should just have a quick ball. And just get in. Just get in. Just make it easy for me. 1, 2, 3. Cool. Kecleon gotten. Now I don't need to worry about ever missing that, like ever having that not be an encounter option. What am I saying? I don't know. Let's get back. Okay, we need a name for this guy. The general theme that I've gone with so far is gym leaders and like trial captains and shit like that. So I need a normal type gym leader who would fit Kecleon. Not gonna lie, I don't remember which normal type gym leaders I've used. Which ones I have remaining. Doesn't Elima use Smeargle? I'm just gonna call you Elima, and if I already have an Elima, then I'll fix that later. I might as well just quickly take a look. Let's see what the Kecleon looks like. It has a Shetshell. Is that likely? Is that guaranteed? I'm guessing that's guaranteed, no? Let's see. It doesn't say on the decks. I'm gonna take a look if Shetshell is... I'm gonna assume, I'm just gonna simply assume that this is guaranteed. Because there should be 2 Shetshells, and this being one of them would make sense, right? It just would. So I'm just gonna assume that that's the case, and I'm not gonna worry about getting this. Swine level 70. I'm gonna do some quick housekeeping. Spell tag, shell bell, blah, blah, blah. Let's take a look. Item locations. Held items. Shetshell. It doesn't say, but I'm just going to assume that you get it this way. I don't think it's unfair to assume that, right? I think it's not unfair to assume that. Okay, might as well just look at the summary, right? It's adamant! Oh boy! That is arguably the best nature. And IV-wise, this is a perfectly good guy. 3 special attack we don't give a hoot about. 18, like an average of 15 across the board? Sure. Not great, not terrible by any means. Absolutely fine. And the big thing is, of course, the Shetshell that it has. And I'm gonna quickly check if I have an Elima. I don't think I do. I have Cherry, that's from Charon. Nope, I just don't have any normal types up until this point. Elima is perfectly acceptable. Good. Now the main event. And we're gonna need Lana for real this time. We're gonna bring you over. Wake? Wake. Yeah, Wake. And we're just gonna hope that we make this work. Okay. Before anything else, We're putting Lana in the front. I'm gonna quickly candy up what I have in my party that I'm gonna use anyway. No, I don't think I need it. With a 14 level difference, I think we're fine. In the same vein, I know that there is... I do want Golisopod, absolutely. I'm just kind of stalling. I'm trying to look at, like, the right team to, like, check what I could get. Like, if I get a Grime or a Muck, then you want to make sure that there's something there, right? You want to make sure that you have insurance for that. So I'm looking at the team that I have and how to get that. Okay. In the meantime, I'm going to get these berries because I could get those now with Devon Scope. 17 wikis. I don't think I can name 17 wikis off the top of my head, but... Alright. And finally, the Figgy Berries. So, now we're gonna try. Now we're actually gonna try the Golisopod. I've been putting it off, mostly because I'm just scared to try. Now we're gonna do it. Alright, we're gonna put Lana at the front. We're gonna keep our repel on, and we are going to fish. And hopefully, we just get a Golisopod here. I believe I didn't miss anything. Just put the Golisopod in the bag. 97.5% chance. Okay. We're gonna quickly switch to Will. And we're gonna run. Okay, we're gonna try differently. Misty. And run. I'm just gonna quickly super potion up. I don't wanna waste time running back and forth every single time. Alright, put the Golisopod in the bag, please. Woo! Golisopod! Alright, first off, we're switching to Misty to get an Intimidate off. I don't remember what the exact moveset is on this guy. Let's check. I believe it's just stab moves at this point in time. It's Leech Life, Razor Shell, Pin Missile, Payback. Gotcha. I probably should have used Quick Ball. We're just going to use a Dusk Ball. That should work. It's just going to get in the ball. Just get it. Okay. Payback. I have my calculator. I'm just gonna quickly check how much damage I could do. Assuming the worst case, right? Golisopod. Put him on 55 and assume absolutely no IVs whatsoever, right? Then a waterfall crit should never put him in emergency exit range. So we can safely click it. I don't know if emergency exit works that way, actually. Does it just... does it activate ever? Right? I don't know if it does. Just get in. Just get in. Just make it easy. One. Come on! The annoying thing is my Catchmon is weak to bug. Just get in. Just get in. Just make this easy, please. Come on! Does Disc Ball not work here? Okay, we're gonna go to Caress for a bit. I might as well get an extra Intimidate off, right? I'm just gonna do that real quick. And then get Misty out again. And then probably go to Wolfric or something. Alright. No defense drop, that's fine, not that it matters. Alright, Wolfric is just gonna sit on it. Razor Shell once again. And the defense drop, come on. What is safe here? I probably can just, like... I cannot Icicle Crash it. I could Gyro Ball it, but that's not gonna do much. A cave or underground? We're in a cave, right? Does Scorch Slap apply, is considered a cave, right? It should be. So I'm just gonna assume it is. There we go! Golisopod caught! Thank God. And this is the best Mon ever. Like, this is so great. I would love to play with this as well. Like, there's so many cool strategies you can get with Golisopod. But first a name. Either a water leader or a bug leader. Trying to think what, what's the name of... Oh no, wait. I'm thinking of Brassius, who's a grass type. A bug type gym leader, or trial captain, or something like that. Is there even one? Because I can't think of it. Because he doesn't really strike me as a Bugsy or a... Who's the guy again from Gen 5? I can't think of his name, but it doesn't matter. There's not a Crash or Wake. I already have Wake. Gen 5, any other... I already used Cress. And Marlin doesn't fit. Gen 6, we already used Viola. There is the... Who's the cook again? Who's the cook from Gen 9? Kofu, right? That's Kofu. That's Kofu. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's Kofu. If it is, then I'm gonna call you Kofu. I'm gonna quickly double check. Kofu, right? Yep, Kofu. Then Kofu is a perfectly good name. Welcome to the team, Kofu, and now let's see what you have in terms of IVs and nature and shit. Pardon me. Alright. First, let's heal. Now, Kofu. Come on, show me some stuff. Okay, I'm gonna also quickly do some reordering. I'm gonna put Cherry away. I'm gonna put... Who else have I, like, not used in ages? Blaze, I think. I've not really used Flannery in a while. That's not true. It is true for Bryson Man, though. Bryson Man has not been brought to any battles yet. Berg has not really seen the light of day in a while. Claire has, but not much. Winona has not seen the light of day in a while, but I believe Winona is going to turn around soon. And I think I'll call it there for now. I'll throw Flannery there as well. As well as Wake. Oh, and Janine. Janine has not been used whatsoever. And of course, Lana. And of course, Nana. Okay, Kofu. Mild nature, that's plus special attack minus defense, right? Ooh, that's not great. Those IVs are fine, though. HP is a bit low. Attack is good. Defense is good. Special defense is alright. Speed is not really relevant for it. Yeah, this is an alright guy. Welcome to the team, Kofu, and welcome to the team, Ilima. I'm gonna quickly run an export, so I have my new team. And here we go. And with that, my team should now be... Oh, right, it does that. My team is now updated. I'm going to quickly put Illusion back in place. And we're good. Let's also update this one, Galissapod. Hell to the yes. Hell to the hell to the yes. Galissapod is so good. It is so, so good. So what do I want now? Like, let's look ahead a bit, right? Let's look ahead a bit in terms of encounters. We have Squirt Slab is going to update in a little bit. Give it a minute. We have Route 134 that I've saved for, like, I don't even remember why. I believe just because I think you can get the scanner there, the scanner mon, or the radar mon, the legendary, I got Marvel, and I could get now one of the dragons, and I can also wait to get one of the other dragons, and I can even wait and try to get one of the pixies, but that's not really something I'm worried about yet. And now let's look ahead. In Safari Zone, like, I know that I'm not really... what do I want to say there? I don't know. I know that Alone and Grimer is considered incredible. Specifically for Pyre Tag. So, alright. Specifically for Pyre Tag. So that's something we could try to get. And between Safari Zone and Lily Cove and Route 120, no, and Lily Cove, there's a pretty decent chance to get it. I could even try to get, like, the whatever early, the Mauville Game Corner encounter early to get Lily Cove, maybe get Dragonite, so I'm guaranteed a Muck. I believe, does that Muck not learn Explosion at that level? I thought it does. Let's see. At 56, no, it doesn't get an Explosion yet. The only other thing is like... Thanks for the rage, Aurora. Welcome. With this, thank you. We've hit 50 followers. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. You're a little late. I just finished Winona. Shirogetsu, also thank you for the follow. And Hijack, thank you for the follow as well. Suddenly, I've got 3 people. Didn't know I was doing stream runs. Well, I'm not doing it much, to be fair. And it being Christmas holiday makes it a lot easier to stream, naturally. Thank you all 3. As of right now, I just finished Winona. We managed to get through Deathless. So, the stream description is a tiny bit outdated. And you just missed me getting Galissapod, which is absolutely incredible, of course. Often considered one of the best mons in this game, so let's see if we can make use of it well. I was trying to like look forward a bit on like encounter routing. We could keep the train running. Galissapod is huge, I know, right? This came from Bozo Roxy. Roxy sold against you? Huh. Wait, Roxy is... Oh, Roxanne. Duh. Yeah. I had the Poison Gym Leader in my head, but no, Roxanne, of course. Yeah, Roxanne is just very volatile. You got Dragonite routing. I mean... Yeah, theoretically I could. I think I could route for Dragonite. The thing is, I believe my box, if you can kind of see it in top right, is already decently dragoned up and anti-dragoned up. I already have Altaria, who we're gonna get the Mega Stone for soon. I've got... In terms of anti-dragon, I've got a Primarina, naturally one of the best mons in the game. I've got a Kingdra, I've got Turtonator, and I also have Wolfric here, the Avalugg. And I have a Sneasler. Yeah, I got a Sneasler from Route 120. This box is honestly a bit gross so far. The one thing I'm mostly missing is special bulk and speed. I have like Melly who's fast, Faulkner who's fast, and I just got Ingo who's fast, but everyone else is not that fast. Talonflame, Shell Armor galore, yep. Hammy, Talonflame, Ampharos, and Dusk form Lycanroc as well, yup. And I'm gonna do one better. This one is 28 attack. So it's not, it's pretty good in that front as well. And that brings me to Slowbro. Slowbro is probably incredible. Look at these IVs! Dragonite is very versatile, but I honestly like to try to high roll. Magnum Pool, Meta, Pool, the mythical Slateport Slowbro. Yup. I delayed Slateport to get a Slowbro to increase the odds of Galissapod. That was, like, I don't route all too much on my encounters. That was one of the greediest routes I've done here. That, and I delayed Petalburg, naturally. Mega Slowbro is gonna be disgusting. It's already pulled so much weight in the Winona fight. But yeah, with the Mega Slowbro potential in the future, this guy's great. Wolfric, surprisingly good so far. I've been underestimating Avalugg in general. I've got Basculegion, who is Swift Swim. Relaxed Swift Swim, so that's not really good, but Swift Swim nevertheless. IV-wise is not that great, though. I have a Basculegion as well. Yup. I might as well just, like, kind of show off the rest. Here. Like, this is absolutely a very stacked box. I also deliberately got a Alolan Raichu for Bridge Rival, basically. I've got a Salazzle. Yup. Is it no, it's Molt Breaker, and it's slow as shit. This is... Hawlucha is, like, not good. It's one of the worst mons in my box. It is... Limber. It's, it does not have Encore. It could get Encore, but it doesn't have it. And, yeah. It's honestly, it's been very underwhelming so far. It's always been outclassed so far. But it's my only fighting type. My other 3 died. Double Ghost is also very, very nice. I had to sacrifice Milo to get it, but yeah, Alistar still does things other mons could never do. True. Honestly, Limber surprisingly has come in very useful so far. Alright, I'm gonna quickly set up a new tab for myself for the Mienshao, Breloom. I have those 2. Both are kind of feeling cope at this point in my run. Oh, they are all named after trainers. Yup! They're all named after gym leaders, Elite Four, and like that caliber of trainer. Basically. And then there's Hamilton, who, you know, you're not gonna rename Hamilton. Alright, Route 120, Part 2. Unfortunately, you can't. You can! No, 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 no. No, no, no. I'm not gonna stand here for this slander. You can absolutely do that. Where'd I get the Raichu? Oh, god damn it. You're right. Alright, well... I thought you could. I thought you could at this point. It was a pre-chell Pikachu. Yep. I got it on, is that 117? The one between Verdanturf and Mauville? That one, yeah. So, yep, there is a lot of disgusting shit in this box. With that said, let's go ahead and look forward. With the encounter routing now kind of done for now. At least not something I need to look up, work towards at this moment. I'm gonna look forward towards the next split, even. It's time for... Like, first off, I've beaten Winona. And I can now look towards the Pyre tag. Let me guess, Norman murdered most of your guys, but then you popped off? I had... No, actually. No, I only had 1 death at Norman, I believe. I'm trying to remember. I'm gonna quickly look at this team. I had 1 death at... This was a death at the discharge tag. This was a defeat, I believe, in a Route 110 trainer. This was at... I lost Brawly in Norman. I lost Brassia's, I think, even against... I want to say it was Vito, but somewhere around there. I lost Milo trying to capture... trying to capture Alistar, because he Spirit Shackled me, or Anchor Shot me, and I just kind of... Yeah. I don't remember, that's the main thing. Like, the, most of this run, up until Route 119, I did back in June. So, I've kind of lost where exactly. I think it's Tabitha, then. Max Tier Tabitha, I believe. Anyway, Milo, I lost trying to capture the Delmise, and I lost Viola in the against the Quick Claw Executor in Weather Institute. So, yeah. One of those is kind of shameful. Most of those I'm kind of okay with. I do feel the lack of a fighting type here and there, but that's about it, right? Beyond that, there's not much that I'm really worried about. And with Ingo now here on the team, I'm honestly not feeling that nearly as much. I have one big, strong fighting attacker again. Good luck, have a good night. You're doing amazing, honestly. Not even 6 guys. Thank you. Yeah, I'm very content with how it's going so far. I can now start working towards the next few fights again. I'm gonna quickly make a few taps for myself. For the next few fights, let's see. It's... First off, we have Colin. Then Gion. Jennifer. Eep. Rename. Jennifer. And Callie. And then Angelica. That's still 120, yeah. And Angelica. Then Jenna. Jenna. Lorenzo. Lorenzo. God, Route 20's long. Jeffrey. It's still going. When does it stop? There's half sections where Dexy used subscriber suggested teams. Yeah, I believe that. This seems long and not that interesting. Riley. This and Erratic Weather. Erratic Weather also... Tammy and Cole. Oh, that's already Route 121. Okay. Then... It can only have 100 taps. Fuck you. Yeah, I know. I'm okay. I'll think of something there. For now, Colin is the next one. I'm gonna quickly grab some things so I can. 121 table is goated. I didn't look at it yet, because there was not really much to dupe out, so I didn't really focus on like what I could get there. I'll take a look real quick. It was like a mega table, right? Pidgeot, Curlia, Kadabra, Lopunny, Medicham, Weavile, okay, not Weavile, but Gardevoir, Gallade, Alakazam, Scizor, Cleavor. Yeah, a lot of mega options. Not all of them soon. Alakazam, you only get like... What was it again? Like after Vito Elite Four, right? After Victory Road Vito? Or Victory Road Wally, either or. Yeah, Victory Road, in any case. Victory Road is not really that interesting. Then it's not really that impactful. It could still be. Alakazam, Mega Alakazam is still strong. Gallade and Gardevoir are post 1, 2. Sure, but those two feel more... I was gonna say they feel more useful in between, but that's not true. They feel equally useful compared to Alakazam. I think of that, but there's like a lot of good ones, right? Lopunny sounds very, very good to have. Medicham feels very strong. But I'm not even sure, can you get Mega Medicham? And if you can, it's probably also very late, right? Trace Gardevoir, though. Oh, right! Ooh! The double heist. I've seen that video of... can't remember his name, but yeah, ooh, Trey's Gardevoir would be real interesting. Sure, yeah. And then there's Mega Pidgeot, who's like, fine. Bionamil, thank you. Yeah, I'm generally bad with names, so I didn't really remember it. All right, let's get calking, shall we? I'm gonna need to get, like, consolidate my tabs a bit, but I'll work on that. First off, we have the next fight being... What's this skin? It's not a skin, it's a completely different website. What's the... These are the general 2 calculators that I use, and the first one is the one you see on screen right now. I prefer this one for a very simple reason. You can more easily do damage and adjust your mons. What I mean by that is, let's see this Slowbro versus Aerodactyl. I don't know if I'm gonna use it, but, you know, just in case. Yes, I've used both of those. I've used both of them. And Silmar, I know that they had a recent update that did some very good shit. So I'm pondering going back to it. But I've just kind of gotten attached to how this one works, I guess. Between the move prediction, and yeah, there's not really the percentages, but I think it helps me calc faster. I don't blame you, so here's gonna be my main argument for using this one. You see the low, the high, and the crit here, right? If I click low, it applies that damage. And if I then shift to Mamo, I can see if it now is in range to kill or not. This was a feature that for a very long time Silmars did not have. You needed to manually update the HP amount. This looks interesting, just no experience. Exactly. No, I don't blame you. Like, I know Silmars in particular just kind of works very similar to Showdown's damage calculator, and therefore it's very easy to use it to like convert what you use there to what you want to do here. I just kind of gotten attached to this one with how it specifically works. There's a few things that you need to watch out for. There's like some very small errors here and there that you also kind of see in the Silmar one, but less so. So, like, you need to watch out a tiny bit. So I do have Silmar, like, here. I have the Silmar one available, right? I do have it. I just tend to prefer this one. So, yeah. Anyway, we have this Aerodactyl. And I don't know, what's the level cap here again? Is it like 72? I don't remember them off the top of my head. I have it somewhere, right? I probably have it somewhere. 73. That sounds right. Thank you for the follow, Lacey. I think it's Lazy. Lacey. I don't want to. I'm not calling you lazy. That's not very kind of me. Okay, I'm gonna check. It's Pyrita. Oh, it's Lily Cove rival is 73. Yep. Okay, then I at least know that. There's a dirty way to do it anyway. Like I could. Yeah, it's 73. Thanks for double checking. But yeah, good to know. So here we have. If I just put this guy to 73, I'm faster. I can volt switch. I wager with a Life Orb. I threaten Thunderbolt kill, but not really relevant. I do see Stone Edge. Split is huge for underleveling with Tantalizer Gym. Yeah. Yeah, I want to make sure that I level as little as possible, right? That's something I've really needed to learn. I've been very much, oh yeah, let's level, and up until Route 119, basically up until Weather Institute, I've just been like, oh yeah, let's level everyone, except for like 1 or 2 guys for repel manipping. And at this point, I've kind of come to the conclusion I should no longer be doing that. I should not have been doing that. So my cast form is still at 25. I've got a auxiliary who's still at 55 just for repel manipping. And I'm just going to try and keep everyone else just as low as possible. Flan split is when I start to hold back. Yeah, that's probably when I should have done it. I think that's probably when I should have started doing that. And I haven't, and it's been one of the biggest issues of, well, not really an issue, but it's one of the things that I'm kind of, yeah, it's one of the issues that I've just missed. One of the things that it's what you get. This is attempt 6, right? Some things you just learn and experience, and I don't have much. This is also like, I think technically my 4th Nuzlocke. 4th, like, Nuzlocke that I've seen through beyond, like, the first route. Trying to think. There is... I have one Nuzlocke that ended... I've done a White 2 Nuzlocke to completion. I have an Egglock of Emeralds that went up until the Elite 4. I have this one, and there is one more, I believe. At 6 means you learn pretty fast. True. Getting exposed to all the big run and bun runs of like Squirk and Drew and Peachel and everyone, you kind of just absorb shit, right? It's kind of naturally happening. Yeah, let's not mention him too much. Anyway, at level 70, I can just use Ampharos with a Persimberry and handle the Aerodactyl that way. So far, so good. I'm also absolutely willing to hear, like, oh yeah, let's give him some attention. Because this is easily the split where you can do that kind of stuff. Burn up Weather Ball Charizard. Oh, that is cool. Oh wait, it's rain. Isn't this just a bring Basculegion and do the thing? No, because he has a sash. And Empoleon. A physical Empoleon. Oh, interesting. Oh wow, that Aqua Jet does a lot. Oh, it's Water Gem. No duh. Alright, we're just gonna do the simple things. Actually, I don't even need to level him, right? Because it's raining, so Thunder always hits. So I can just bring a Persim, Thunder it, and done. Then Charizard comes in, and he's gonna Weather Ball me for a bunch. And then we go to Kingdra. Can we outspeed it? Probably not, right? No, not even close. Prim? This should be Weather Ball most of the time. It could still be Burn Up and Hurricane, considering the fact that Stone Edge can crit, right? You could see a crit Stone Edge and a crit Aqua Tail. Both of those will just put me in Burn Up or Hurricane range. Meh. That's not enough. This is not going to be enough either. Nope. Yeah, but Berserker can still, like, easily do this. Give it a Persim, and it just kind of handles Aerodactyl. Always baits Burn Up from Charizard. Yeah, always baits Burn Up from Charizard. At which point I can just bring in Dread. Yeah, I can just bring in Dread, Rock Tomb it once, and I'll put myself at level 69, so I'm faster after one Rock Tomb. And KO it then. Oh, he might counter. Right. Now we'll do Prim. Prim, Scald. And even if he, like, I could even flip turn into, and if he counters, I'll just bring Basculegion. And then I could Poltergeist it or something like that. Or even Liquidation, that's still gonna hurt. With the Life Orb. And then finally Empoleon. That Aqua Jet is scary. This guy sucks to fight with physical mons after losing Fire type. Yeah, I believe that. But this is still a water type in the rain, you know? Even if this does lose its fire type. Let's just put it at normal, doesn't really matter. Then flip turn into Liquidation is still a kill with Life Orb equipped. And I'm faster, so I'm good. So I'm not even worried about that. Then here, this should be Drill Peck. Pardon me. I'll bring Mega MP. Yeah, let's do that. Something like that will work, right? Surely. Berserker, Bullet Punch kills. He's gonna Aqua Tail me, and if that crit high rolls... I do need a Persim. Man, that doesn't quite work either, right? Delmise? Then I bait Hurricane, though, and I don't want to do that. Hisuian Electrode Volt Switch. So he Stone Edges. Yeah, that works. Okay. I just need him to be level 70... 72. Okay. This works. I think this just works. So level 72... Helek. Nice use of Basculegion to bypass counter like that. I know, right? That's why I did Basculegion specifically. And then everyone else just doesn't need to be leveled. So 9. The rest is level 69. Life Orb, Basque. Persim. Prim. And Prim is never dead to, like... Ooh, it might be dead to Hurricane Weather Ball, but in this situation, it is a Weather Ball that he uses. Okay, 71. 71 is enough. No, it's not. I need 72. Yeah, 72. Level 72 Prim. It's not like these two are ever going to stay on their level, right? These two you want as high as possible, so... Persim Prim... level 72 Persim Prim. Life Orb Basque. Mega Ampy. Mega Ampy Thunder kills it, right? Just in case. At level 69, easily. Easily. Berserker. Berserker can be at 69, I believe. His Volt Switch, min damage into Bullet Punch. Oh, he might sub after, right? Is that possible? Yeah, he might sub. Might want to use a magnet. Do I need a life orb when he used specifically? If your flip turn does Mystic Water do it? Mystic Water. Actually, I'm calculating with 71, so boom. Mystic Water isn't enough, but 70. Putting him at 70 it is. Okay. Level 70, Mystic Water Basque. Life Orb on Hisuian Electrode. So I'm threatening a kill. Then he's... He should never... Because I'm faster, he should never sub here, right? That's the AI there, I believe? Substitute AI. Quickly getting the AI, run a bun AI doc. Substitute. Substitute. Starts at 6. If player has sound-based move. Oh, it doesn't matter. That's annoying. So that doesn't quite work the way I thought it would. Because then he could sub up after Berserker comes in, and then that whole line kind of goes out the window. Maybe I can just bring in a pivot. Sound moves. Right. I don't even know if I have any. I'm trying to think who would have one. I don't think I have any. Prim has Scald. And I should have kept Sparkling Aria probably, but I kept Scald. So yeah. I don't want to bring Costa. I could use Dreadnought for this. Because if he swaggers, I just kill it after the boost. I'll use Dread. Dread baits Weather Ball too. And will never bait Hurricane. Do I need to bring him like... What would -1 look like? 148. Could I ever get there? No, so... I do see Stone Edge first, right? No, but then I just lead with Dreadnought and I'll just do it that way. And if he subs up, then so be it. Trying to think if there's any that I have. I don't think there's any. Yeah, there's Perish Song on Altaria, but yeah. Bug Buzz. I mean, sure, on Orbital, But, like... No. It, like... If you want to do chip damage, you're not going to be able to do it with Orbital. Wood Ace, level 73. No, not even close. Okay. No, yeah, so... Oh, I have Hyper Voice and Pyroar. It's not gonna do anything either, but I have it on Pyroar. Nah, you know what? I want to see Slowbro do shit. And Slowbro should be able to do shit. Even at level 70, it's just... Because it's Oblivious, right? That's immune to Confusion, right? As well? Or is that just Infatuation? It's just Infatuation. Could pivot with one of those to discourage it for a turn. The thing is... It doesn't do anything. Because it's not like I need to bring something in to damage it. I just need to deal damage. And... yeah, Electrode can do that. Like, Electrode outspeeds at level 71. Or 72. So, Volt Switch, I could Volt Switch just fine. But that still baits potential substitute. And regardless of what I do, that's always a thing that can happen. Oh! Oh, right. Aerodactyl has Unnerve. I forgot about that. So I could not even use... Like, I need something to just kind of one-shot it, right? Preferably something that can take on the Swagger. Or not bait it or something. Bastion Legion outspeeds. Huh. So what I could do instead is... Swift Swim is so good. I know, Swift Swim is so good. So I could just lead Bask. And the Liquidation has a chance to kill, I guess. I can make it so it has a chance to kill, but... eh. Even if it does, I'm still afraid of the Swagger, right? So... I would Liquidation and then... maybe switch out? Not to mention, in doing that, I bait... like, if I take the hit, I bait Zard... and Zard will Hurricane me. And sure, I would out-damage it. But... that's not a risk I'm willing to take. Trying to, I don't have own tempo anywhere. I don't have... yeah, the closest to an answer is Bullet Punch. And if he swaggers me, I switch to Bask on the Aqua Tail or to Hisuian Electrode. I think that's the way to do it. I bullet punch, and if he ever threaten, like the second he swaggers Berserker, I switch to Electrode, take the hit, and Volt Switch into something to guarantee Charizard comes in. Probably just Basket Legion. And then I can just Liquidation before he does Hurricane. Give him a Persim. Yeah, I think that works. So... this is Bird Keeper Colin. I just bring level 69 Berserker, level 72 Hisuian Electrode, level 69 Persim Basque, and Mega Ampy, and I only need these 4. And because in that case he goes for Burn Up or Weather Ball most of the time. I'll bring Prim as well, level 72 Persim Prim, and then I should be fine. Only issue might be Empo, but Empo against Mega Ampy is never going to be, like, dealing that much damage. So we're just good. And I'll bring, like... what would be the best bring? Raichu, I guess? Bring him at level 69. Yeah. 69, Raichu A. Berserker BP. Switch to Healek if swaggered. Else BP again until KO'd. In comes Zard. Pivot. Basque on non-Hurricane. I'll give him like an... or like a Citrus just in case, I guess. So he doesn't get into Hurricane range. Pivot. No pivot. If Halek KO'd, it used Volt Switch to Basque. Else pivot Prim on non-Hurricane. Pivot flip turn to Basque. And if he's not flying type anymore, then... right, then Liquidation might not kill, but I have 2 turns. And I just surfed the first turn. Someone's calling me. I'm not gonna answer that, though. Flip turn to Basque. KO. With Surf. 2 times if needed. Empo comes in. Pivot. Ampy. Mega. Kill. Something like that, and we'll work our way through the rest as we go. It should be fine. So, Surge. Elisa. Melly. Lana. Oh, I should put this guy back to the top. There we go. Alright. Lana. I need Cress and... Who did I put as the last guy again? Berserker. Poppy. Here we go. We're gonna give you... Nothing. You don't need anything. You shouldn't need anything. I'll give you a magnet. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Magnet. Lana is gonna get a person. Cress is getting a person. And Poppy is getting a citrus. Okay, here we go. The first fight of the next split, and the one you care about the least because it just goes by so fast. To the point where I probably should have done this way earlier. Like, I should have just sent it. Oh well. Oh, side note, I didn't even use one of my 2 new mons there, which I probably could have. Here we go. Alright, first fight of the new split. We're gonna lead with Poppy. We're gonna need to do some leveling before I forget. We need you at 72. You get Hydro Pump. We're not gonna teach that for the very simple reason that we can do that anyway. 72. I needed Melly at 72. And I believe I also needed Cress at like a little higher level. I believe 71 sufficed. And that's all we'll do. Double check that I have the right lead. We do. And then here we go. Do you have any moves that can strike a flying Pokemon? I mean, you technically have 2 flying types, right? Yeah, you do. Huh. Anyway, yes. The answer is yes. Aerodactyl. With an annoying moveset of Substitute and Swagger, Stone Edge, and Aqua Tail. Before it does anything to us, we Bullet Punch. That deals hefty damage, and he's gonna go for a Substitute. Alright, that's fine. We can just Bullet Punch again. Alright, Bullet Punch number 2. He's gonna either Swagger or Stone Edge me, or Aqua Tail me. Critical hit, whatever. And it's gonna be Aqua Tail. Alright. That is perfectly good. We just need that to not crit, basically. Bullet Punch kills. 1 down, 2 to go. I believe this should just be Charizard that comes in and sees a kill with a Weather Ball and maybe also Burn Up. Definitely also Burn Up. It sees a kill with either of those 2 moves, so we're gonna go to Lana, who can take either of them. And it's Burn Up. Alright. I guess Burn Up has higher odds to happen because of the fact that it changes its type. I don't remember. I think there was some weird things with Burn Up. Aside from it not dealing damage. Doesn't matter, we're gonna flip turn. He Hurricanes us. If that confuses, we have tools for it still, so we're fine. I could also switch in Melly, right? Yeah, let's do that. That sounds fun. Use melee here instead. Because Thunderbolt just kills. It should, at least. Uh-oh. I went too fast. Okay, Hurricane cannot kill me. Even on a crit. Alright, well, we Volt Switch. And we can just have Ampy in already. Elisa is gonna finish this battle off. You get complacent in these in-between fights. Incredibly complacent. Yeah, oh well. And we Mega and we Thunder for kill. He sees that we can already kill with Thunder, so he's going to Aqua Jet me. And that's going to do absolutely pitiful damage to me, thanks to the fact that I am a Dragon type. Yep, there it is. Water Gem boosted. And it does a grand total of 15%. Okay, he crit. Yeah, that's to prove me wrong. Oh well, bye-bye. Thanks for playing, see you next time. And that is one down. Up next. Don't get Moxied or misjudge Doubles AI. Doubles AI I'm very careful with because I don't get it. I mean, okay, yeah, I do get it, but I don't know. It's just that much more confusing, right? And if I don't know what specifically you mean by getting Moxied, but yeah. All right. So what do we have next? Double gimmicks are a lot more complicating around here. I mean, isn't Lucid notoriously... Oh, is Zoroark wipe? Wait, wipe? Did he wipe to Zoroark or did he just have a kill? Because I've seen the death. I've seen the Zoroark death. I did not see him getting wiped though. I don't believe he didn't get wiped, right? Or if he did, I just missed that altogether. Once and then fell for it again. Oh. Interesting. Huh. Well, good to know. Don't worry. I know of the flickering Mon. I even have a video. Like, I didn't get caught by the first Zoroark. I shouldn't be caught by the second one. I trust myself on that. Enough, at least. Alright, let's go take a look. Next fight. I'm just gonna quickly run that export again. So I can import it. Here we go. Current team. I'll do it like 1, 2, up, 1, 2. Illusion. And 1, 2. Import, up. Override team. I'm gonna quickly get rid of the items. Person. There we go. You might have luckily stared out and lost crucial mons. Okay. I believe that a little bit more. Weirdly. Alright, before I forget, I did need to get something out of the freezer for my dinner, so I'm gonna quickly do that, and I'm gonna be back in like 2 minutes. Alright, we're back. Alright, let's go ahead and work on the next fight. Probably not much harder. We will see. Where's my... I need that one. And... clear items. Here we go. This doesn't... Poltergeist doesn't make contact, right? No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. I know it doesn't. So that's a very easy start. 1. And that build bait in Swampert. And Torterra just sits on that. Honestly, Basque just sits on it. It can even take the Earthquake, alright. Just give it like a Mystic Water or something. And Liquidation 2 shots. Problem is Stealth Rock, right? Which I suppose I could handle using Delmise instead. Because this baits Earthquake or Stealth Rock, I can just switch to Delmise. Rapid Spin. Put myself at a high enough level where one Rapid Spin makes me outspeed. Can I do that? No. So I would just need to take 2 liquidations, and that's scary. That is a bit too tricky. Could I get this kill some other way? Actually, that reminds me, what is the moveset I would want on Galissapod. It gets First Impression and Liquidation still. So probably just that. First Impression, Liquidation, and then Sucker Punch, I guess. And if he's at like 70... then the damage still hurts. Yeah, whatever. Oh, wow. That deals a lot. Not enough, but it deals a lot. I guess I can pre-damage Basque Legion to where I can bait in specifically the Draco, right? I could. I definitely could. And then what takes the Draco? Prim? probably. Prim, and then I flip turn to... Sneasler, who had like level with like a black belt can KO with close combat. And that will bait in like a Zam clicking Psychic. And I can take that with like... I was gonna say Zoroark or Crocodile, but that doesn't quite work out, right? Oh, I might actually, I forgot to update you guys to Gion. Cool Trainer Gion. Damn, you got Golisopod and Primarina. Yup! Clips don't show the full damage to his box, but it was 2 mons max left, so low odds of wipe. I do think he lost a run. In the other one was a conflation of Wacko's mistake and Moxie acting like he was fooled. Yeah, there's a bunch of those, right? There's the Zoroark always tends to result in the most fun, clips, right? Because people getting duped by the Zoroark, even though it very clearly flickers, it's like the best content. Memorable ones for sure. Yeah, exactly. That's an issue. Is it? No, it's not. I think it's time for the first Golisopod line. At 55... Yeah, that's fine. So, okay, let's go over what I have planned so far. I'm gonna use Basculegion, KO Drifblim with Poltergeist. Easy. He has Colbur Berry, so it's not relevant for me. I'll bait in Duraludon. He's gonna Draco me, and I'm gonna take that with Prim. Then I'm gonna flip turn to Sneasler and KO with close combat. That part is clear so far for me. Then Zam comes in and he's gonna wanna click Psychic. Basque naturally cannot take that, but what I can do, he has Sash, right? And Fake Out doesn't really work for me. I was gonna consider using Krook to take it, or Zoroark. Zoroark is mixed at least, but meh. And I was also considering Golisopod, so I can just kind of switch something else in for free. But what that would be, I think Hisuian Arcanine. But Hisuian Arcanine doesn't do much else. Maybe Prim. Honestly, Prim. Because Prim will take, like, at worst, that Heavy Slam, which, okay. And then Psychic. I can then, like, flip turn out into Basque to get the kill again. That is 1, 2, 3. And I would be at 184. That means Swampert comes in. And I Liquidation twice to kill it. Because he cannot... Oh, he can kill me with Earthquake Crit, actually. So... Torterra, and then Giga Drain. Torterra comes in Earthquake, I Giga Drain it, and then on Liquidation I switch something else in. A Sceptile or something. But then I'm still stuck here. I guess Sneasler just kind of... I've kept Sneasler underleveled. If I just level him up a bit, then I should be fine. Problem is, I don't know if he Acid Armors or Calm Minds. I guess I can guarantee that he doesn't do either, right? If I'm faster? Or show a 2-shot. Or just be incredibly low. He's faster anyway. Because Sceptile can come in on Liquidation if I level him up just twice. And then easily kills it. Oh wait, no, because of rocks, it's not enough. Slowbro. Yeah, it's Slowbro in general. It's not Torterra, it's just Slowbro. I can even set up a future sight for Alchemy, who I believe at this point in time should always go for Calm Mind. Alternatively, because I know that he's gonna Earthquake me, I can just set up a future sight after Liquidation with Mystic Water. That's a combined guaranteed kill. This is an Earthquake, so I just switch in something that can take an Earthquake, or like... Yeah, take an Earthquake, threaten some other way. I'm overcomplicating. It's Gyarados. And Gyarados is faster, so he's gonna Draining Kiss me. Then I can go to Sneasler. No, I don't even need to go to Sneasler. I can just keep Gyarados in. Take the kill with Gyarados, and then 2-shot him, and he should be at 75%, so it should generally always 2-shot. He had Mystic Water. I don't have 2 of those. I could, in theory, so let's go right. That thing keeps going. You have a Pyroline plant. Looks like you just need a Psychic Fighting type to make it free. No, I have nothing planned for Pyro Tag yet. Again, attempt 6, so looking ahead is not my forte yet. So far, I've just kind of coasted on by and looked at like the next fight and the next fight only. I've not really forced anything yet, you know? Trying to see, he comes in, he flip turns, and he cannot... Signal Beam could confuse, right? Am I mistaken on that, or... Oh, wait a minute. Oh no, that doesn't matter. I have flip turn to get him in. At 64, that's enough. And I only take that. I can then take the subsequent Psychic. But I cannot flip turn. I thought I could. I cannot. Oh no, wait. I can because I pivot through Gliss. And I need an extra Dark type then. Which basically means Zoro. Because I to make sure that he doesn't counter me. Yep, that needs to be Zoro. And then I go to Gliss on not psychic move. Into Prim. Prim takes the psychic, can take the crit. Flip turns to Bask. Bask takes the kill with Poltergeist. Or Liquidation, doesn't really matter. Swampert comes in. I'm threatened by Earthquake. So I go to Gyarados. Did I need the Mystic Water? No, I don't. There's nothing I need that for, so I can just kind of run him itemless. And he can run Mystic Water. And then, yeah, I switch to Gyarados, Waterfall, Waterfall. And then he comes in, and I can either go to Sneasler and Fake Out plus Poison Jab. Yeah. Later, Mini probably does it with Prim and Golisopod, otherwise may need to build around Slowbro. Probably. I've not, like, looked at it that hard. I did do, like, a vague look at it. But, like, yeah, it's something with, like, I saw Prim probably being good. I saw Gliss probably doing some shit. In particular, I believe Golisopod at, like, 73. No, Silver Powder. It's 76 even, right? Oh, that's unfortunate. Both are goats for Fire Tag. Okay. Yeah, I believe that. Yeah, I do know it's 76 because I remember seeing that. No, it's probably just Prim Lead, Prim Moonblast. It already looks like a kill. At 76, it definitely is. And I need it to be a kill into Hydreigon. Lorb needed for first impression kill. Yep. Yeah, that looks like a Lorb kill. But yeah, that's down the line, right? For now, we're at Gion. So, but these 6 should do, right? And then, if I'm ever at risk of like a crit Draining Kiss killing, I can always switch to Sneasler on the Draining Kiss, because Sneasler should be full and then Fake Out into Poison Jab kills. He's never going to call Acid Armor on turn 1 because I'm faster and show 2 kill. Yeah, no, it's these 6, and Mystic Water is needed here, Black Belt is needed here, or Life Orb is needed there. I have good odds, can't really route for it. No, I believe that. I don't need Golisopod leveled, I don't need Prim leveled. Or itemed. Zoroark is just there for 1 bait. Basculegion needs to be pre-damaged to specifically 184. And at 184, just for my confirmation, Earthquake crit is always a kill. I kind of figured. So 184 HP Bask. Don't need that bold. Don't need that bold, thank you. Prim. Still don't need that bold. Prim. Gara. Level 64 Sneasler. Unleveled Gliss. Unleveled Zoro. Life Orb Sneasler and Gara Mystic Water. I'm assuming level 69. Yeah, okay. That should be fine. Then we're ready once again. Let's get another one going. Misty? Oh, I forgot to unequip items. Let me do that first. Item. 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 I'm gonna be bringing Ingo. I'm already bringing Kofu. I could probably also use Alima for some fun stuff. I'm not going to, I already have it planned out now, but I could. And I need some shitters. I'm gonna bring Bryson, man. Box needs psychic types in general. Yeah, probably. I'm lacking a little bit of psychic. Beyond Will and like Berg, I don't have much. Will is like the only relevant psychic type, because the damage from Berg is not really relevant. I'm like good on water types, but that's kind of the nature of the game, right? You get a lot of water types in this game. Right? That's just kind of what happens. That's the ones you can route for the most. I have Mystic Water here, right? Yeah, Mystic Water. Where's my... Oh, wrong bag. Life Orb. And that's it. And we're gonna pre-damage. Pre-damage 1 to, what did I say it was? 184. To go around who goes first. And I don't need, you have great mons beside a slight lack of fighting and psychic types. Yes. So that's like the two things I want to patch up with my next encounters. I could use a good dragon, I guess, because Altaria is not great. It can become great. It can become great the second it, Okay. Always have GC too. What do you mean? Wait, what do you mean with GC? You mean... Turn to C. Game Corner, right. Oh yeah, Game Corner. Duh, yeah, I have Game Corner still. That's one way to patch up the dragons as well. Yeah, no, I didn't pull Game Corner yet. Which is probably one of the most evil things I still have. The fact that all of this is with a delayed Slayport, a delayed Petalburg, and no Game Corner. And still only 6 deaths. And only, I think I'd say only 2 of those hurt. Viola hurts as well. That's not the one I was thinking of. Masquerain is that. Masquerain was great for a long time. But it's been outclassed. So it's not the biggest deal, but it was such a goat for so long. The main 2 that it hurts is like Rhydon or Rhyhorn. Because Rhyperior would have been great to have at the moment. It's not as important as I think it is, but it's still good. And Mienshao. Nah, it was Brave Mienshao. It's not that big a deal. Yeah, whatever. So everyone is not leveled. I don't need to. We've got these 6, and we're gonna take on the next trainer, Cool Trainer. What's his name again? Cool Trainer Glan, or Gion, sorry. Rhyperior is very good, another Pyre candidate. Yeah, no, I believe that. So I'm not surprised that, like, losing Rhyhorn early did hurt. Because I feel like there was so much potential with that Mon. Between its usability for maybe even Cycling Road rival, definitely Norman, Mount Pyre, probably Winona as well. Yeah, no, that is a hefty loss. But If that's the biggest loss, I'm okay. Also, space tag. Yeah, because that's a trick room fight, right? One where you actively get trick room. Or at least can force your ally to use trick room. So, yeah. Sometimes. You cannot guarantee it. I'm gonna guess off of what you're saying. You probably need something specific or something like that. I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, so we didn't really level anyone. We didn't really need to. All of these can serve their purpose at their way lower level. And at the HP amounts, this should go exactly according to plan. And if it doesn't, we have fun. Let's go. I will show you the power of my favorite Pokemon. Which of these? Okay, Swampert is often a favorite. Alakazam's a frequent favorite. I've not really heard of Drifblim though. Yeah, so Gion here leads with the Drifblim. Drifblim. I didn't even look at the moveset, to be honest, because it has Aftermath, which is the only scary thing, because we outspeed and we kill with Poltergeist. But Poltergeist makes no contact, so we just kill. It doesn't matter, and it's not going to do anything whatsoever. That's one down. And we pre-damaged Caress specifically to make the Duraludon come in first. Duraludon here sees a kill with Draco Meteor. So that's the move it's going to use. We're going to switch to Lana. Lana takes a Draco Meteor naturally. And now we can easily take the kill with something else. We're going to flip turn as he heavy slams. That does not deal all that much damage either. That's a crit. I believe even a crit max roll or like a high roll. No, it wasn't. Crit, average roll. Ingo is faster, even at level 64. That's the power of Ingo. And with close combat, it's a guaranteed kill. We don't even need to do anything else. Bye-bye. Many punches, and then Ingo does the trick. And at -1... Oh, that's a thing that I didn't consider. That's a thing I didn't consider, and it's not going to be relevant. Because this will be Alakazam coming in and only clicking Psychic. Right? I wasn't wrong. And because the second highest damaging move is Dazzling Gleam, and that deals... does not do enough damage even if Ingo is at -1. So Bryson Man can come in on the Psychic. Wait, why did Ingo switch in? What? Oh, I didn't get anyone with that. Anyway, this is going to be Dazzling Gleam or Signal Beam. And Kofu can take either. And it takes them in such an HP amount that both of those should always switch out Kofu. Oh. I missed that. Now it's going to Psychic again. And we are in trouble. Okay, I should have pre-damaged him. 3 HP. I should have seen that. Oh, why did I not double check that? Like I said, complacent. Honestly, Zoro doesn't do shit. Can I... with Lana, 158. 132, I cannot take anything there. Okay. Because this is always going to be Psychic. And I was gonna have emergency exit activate and then Lana coming in on the emergency exit pivot. Let's just call this my first fight with Kofu and... Oops. I don't want to... Like, if I can avoid a sack, I will. But it doesn't look possible. I think I might just need to sack Bryson Man already here. Is there any way out of that? He has inner focus, so I cannot fake it out. Otherwise, I would. Because Sneezer can easily come in here. I cannot switch Golisopod in again. I cannot risk that whatsoever. Gyarados can come in on Dazzling Gleam or Signal Beam, alright. But it baits counter. I think this is just a Bryson Man sack then. Losing one of my dark types, but this is, I believe, the literal only fight I've ever used it. Or like one of 3 fights maybe. And I think I first off gave it the wrong moveset. I got rid of Foul Play where I definitely shouldn't have. This feels dumb. Like, it feels dumb to lose him on here, right? Is there anything I can do about it, though? No, not really. Well, Sucker Punch. And that triggers its Focus Sash. And there goes Zoroark. Well, that is one of the ways of all time to lose him on. Okay. This goes to show, by the way, my biggest issue, complacency. I can do the fun thing though now, I guess, with Kofu. I'm not going to though. There's another option there. I was gonna say Sneasler, but that's not an option that that's not the option I thought it was. I'm just gonna bring in Crest. I'm just gonna continue the line that I had. Okay. Surf kills. Any move kills. Except Poltergeist. Do not click Poltergeist there because they use up its Focus Sash. Oh my god. Why do I have to lose him on in this fight of all things? At the very least, weird as it sounds, I now no longer have to constantly update Dark Aura, which Zoroark used to have in old versions of this game, to Illusion. Because that's literally the most interaction I had with Zoroark. It never did anything. Stealth Rock, yeah. With our Mystic Water, 2 Waterfalls kills the Swampert. We can even flinch it here if we want to, but we don't really care. It liquidations us. It hurts, but not enough. And now we kill. Damn it! Man, that was such an avoidable death. That hurts. That really hurts. Okay, Gyarados can 1v1 though, so I don't need to switch to Sneasler even if I wanted to. Waterfall 2 shots, even through Draining Kiss recovery. Draining Kiss, yup. Brings me to like 50. My god. Of all the fights, it's this random ass trainer at the start of a split. That hurts so much. That hurts so much. Do I have a flyer with me? No. Not a terrible loss. No. No. Look. I liked the 6 being 6, you know? I think that's the basics of it. I liked just having 6 attempts, 6 deaths. And like, this one is probably one of the most avoidable deaths I could have had ever. Because the Executor loss, yeah, it hurts. Because that was against a Wildmon, which hurts incredibly, but not really the biggest issue. This one was, like, dire straits in a fight. These two were dire straits in a fight. Original Zoroark with Dark Aura would have hurt. Sure. Yeah, there was a lot of, like, a lot of ranges you suddenly hit with that Dark Aura. I saw the difference because naturally, when you import it and you forget that's a thing that happens, Dark Aura does a lot. And yeah, now you just kind of don't hit those ranges. The one other thing Zoroark kind of does is it has Taunt. That's like that's one of the unique things of Zoroark, supposedly. Essentially adaptability. Yeah. Yeah, effectively. You're right. And adaptability that also applies to your allies and opponents. Gets embargo too. Huh. Neat. Alright. Next fight. Is that a double battle? Is it really? It doesn't look like one. It's missing 2 Mons. For some reason. The Cool Trainer Jennifer Battle Girl Callie, it only shows 3 Mons. Let me go ahead and fix that. I should have that here as well. Let's see. Trainer lookup. Triathlete, Maxi, Tabitha, that's 70, so I'm already too far. Trainer, Aquagrund. Let's Lily Cove rival. Here. Huh. Okay, so those two just kind of poofed for me for some reason. Okay, let me just import them from elsewhere. Where is the Run and Bun Trainer Battles TXT? Actually, I can probably use the actual thingy, right? Tainaliza split. Dex, so this is just kind of what happens? Okay, then I'm gonna use Smant. Where is it? Small ants. Snatch, torment, that's odd. Yeah, no, I know, right? That's what I was saying. It was like, huh. What happened there? Run a bun master sheet. That's the one I'm looking for. I'm guessing I need to make a copy apparently. I'll delete it in a little bit. I'm guessing that in the situation, like I was updating this menu of myself at some point, and I'm guessing something went wrong in that area, in that situation. Callie. There we go. Oh no, it's missing in his as well. Interesting. Then I'm just gonna go here, and I'm going to make it myself. Let's, where is my... I'm gonna delete this one. Here, this one can go, this is the one I need. Let's see. Okay, I'm just gonna... Doing it live, we need to fix it. Here we need to find Callie. Metagross, Ursaring, Zebstrika. 1, 2. Sock. 70. Lumberry. Sturdy. Jolly. Close combat. Throw chop. Coaching. Protect. Poliwrath. 70. Swift Swim. Lonely. Close combat. Hydro Pump. Coaching. Hypnosis. Make sure that I do it right. And that should do the trick. Oh, I forgot its item. Oops. Let's fix that. Swift Swim. It needs to come before Swift Swim. So, Berry, Swift Swim. There we go. It's gonna take a little bit to update, but then we have everything again. Yep. Slowly but surely. Yeah, whatever. While that is going on, let's go ahead and go calking. Because at least this page does have it. And I can go to Jennifer and Callie. And Callie. I'm surprised by the sheer amount of bulk that he has. These have, okay. That's 73. Earthquake does absolutely nothing. Okay. Mamswine. Mamswine is slower? Whoa, alright. 66, 70. Because there is an intimidating fall. Oh, that's barely not enough. Okay. Annoying. Unironically, it looks like Zoroark might have been really good here. I say that, but Basculegion probably does its job better. Alright, let's. Basculegion, Poltergeist kills Metagross. And then I'm gonna need something that dies to you and you. And Sceptile probably does the job, and if it's not him, then Caracosta could do it. Which does lead me to think, should I get rid of the other side first? Because the other side does only have 2 Mons, right? And I guess I could do that equally fast. Yeah, I could do that equally fast, probably. Double acrobatics or something like that. Problem is Tailwind. Acrobatics, Brave Bird. No, that can work. I use Talon to get rid of the fighting type side of things. And I can set up Tailwind with it to guarantee I outspeed Poliwrath the turn after. It's like acrobatics, because 2 acrobatics with a life orb guarantee a kill. And I just make sure that the other side, or I could even just acrobatics and then have Tailwind, set up Tailwind as something else comes in to help out with you. It's Costa, maybe. Torkoal probably does the same thing. Just baits Zen Headbutt specifically. And I need to be at 70 HP. Would that also bait the CC? Yup, easily. Zen Headbutt and then CC. Talonflame does acrobatics here. And then I have to take 2 hits, CC and Zen Headbutt. So something that resists both, or resists one and is immune, or is neutral to one and immune to the other, or something like that. While still baiting moves. So a dark type, no, but a ghost type, maybe. Natty gift tutor incoming, great for mons like Gera. Huh, right. Natural gift is like around here. Nice. Nice. Yeah, I definitely hope that works out. Why does this one keep moving? Right by Altarianite. Ah, neat. Oh, I see that my plan tab for you guys has not been updated, so let's fix that. There we go. That's better. There we go. So we bring Talon. Level 73 Life Orb Talon specifically. And we need to keep baiting slow kills on the other side. So maybe Slowbro at level 70. The Psychic type would resist both moves. And I can pre-damage so that Thunder Punch sees a kill. And on the opposite end, I need Hydro Pump to see a kill. Then Orbeetle might be the better option. Because Orbeetle comes in, takes a CC, and the Zenny, and already naturally potentially baits Meteor Mash. The issue is that with Tailwind, I need him to have an Iron Ball basically. And then I need him to get down to 99 HP, 90 HP. So I would need him to be, let's see, it's already at 99, so I need to pre-damage him 9 HP. Is that fine? Probably. 167, so 158. And then a crit Zenny and a crit CC. I can give him an Orin to like maybe bring him to 46. That baits Hydro Pump only here and here, Thunder Punch or Meteor Mash. And even potentially Zen Headbutt. That's a bit too much. That's too much coverage. Except I never take the Hydro Pump, right? Because Talon outspeeds and kills. Yeah, Talon outspeeds and kills. So that's not something I need to be afraid of. I just need to be afraid of the Meteor Mash, Zen Headbutt, or Thunder Punch. And Karuk can kind of take it. He cannot really take the Meteor Mash, but that's fine. It's only Meteor Mash, and that can never kill me if I'm at level 70. And then with like Black Glasses, because that's slightly more damage. the knock into Flare Blitz kills. The only issue is I need to check the damage that I take with Talonflame at level 73. 72, because I know that doesn't update well. 73, so 20 each. Oh wait, no, I take only that move on the first go around. Yeah, no, that's not the option I think it is. So I don't think I want to kill the right side first. Right? Or does anyone see, like, a way to do it? Because if someone sees it, then by all means shout it out. And if you want my team, if you just do ! team, it should come up for you. I try and keep it updated as much as possible, so you can just, you know, use your damage calculator, whichever you prefer, and, like, work alongside me if you want. I always try to make sure that people can help out. It's I've set up Nightbot with like a few commands. Like you can see my team, my YouTube channel, my progress, and I don't know if my death count is in there, but at least my calculators are, and I've shown before. So if you want to, feel free to help out. I try to find like ways to. I want to try and find ways to fix this, you know. Where was my issue? I mean, like, I'm just kind of... I was hoping to kill right side first with Sock and Poliwrath, but I didn't quite see a good way to do it yet. And, like, I was hoping that I could do that, but I didn't quite see how yet. That's what it boils down to. I was thinking, I was thinking that a Talonflame lead could possibly do it, but due to the moves Metagross does, I cannot guarantee that I can do that with Tailwind up. And that's kind of the necessity there. Maybe with Gliss, though. Oh, that is actually... I used Orbeetle. I could just use Gliss. Take the CC. I do need to level it a bit, but if I bring him to like 65... I take the CC... it's not quite enough. The nature already kind of screwing me here. Yeah, I guess I could make it so I bring in Crook after. Guarantee a CC. 29 to 51. So that's less than 25% margin. So I could use a Citrus Golisopod. Bring in Crook. As I set up Tailwind. But then I don't think... then Talon will see a kill. Or Metagross probably sees a kill with Thunder Punch. No, it doesn't, but it does see highest damage there. And clicks a random move on either slot. So that doesn't really work. I could just Earthquake twice with Soft Send up. I just kind of... that does a trick. That just double kills. Maybe something like that. He is slower though. I take out Metagross first, maybe. Kind of a menace to my box. Yeah. Yeah. Basculegion kind of sits on it quite well. So I guess that could be an option. The other alternative I was considering is like using Torterra as a, like, fake out plus Hammy Flare Blitz? Hammy Flare Blitz does nothing in the rain. It's raining still, right? On this fight. So I kind of can't do that. But that plan is not that weird. I could just use an Earthquake instead. Put rain on my B. Yeah. Okay, no, that's fair. I need to turn off my Tailwind. In fact, Sun was on. That... What are you planning for Flannery yourself? I guess that is how you do... how that happens? The thing I do kind of see as an option is helping with Flannery earlier. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. So the thing I saw was that Torterra can double kill Sock and Metagross. And the only issue is there could be a crit. The alternative would be Crook. But Crook is slower than Sock and is dead to close combat, so even after the Intimidate. So that's not quite the option either. I could fake out, but then what? Right? I think a Torterra lead with like a Protect Mon and then switch to something that can take all 3 hits. Raichu, Lorp, Fake Out plus Psychic. That is close, but even if that does work, like, it doesn't really solve my Poliwrath issue, right? And not to mention Metagross issue still persists. And finally, Raichu barely doesn't have enough juice, though it might at 72? 70... It needs 73 to do that. 72 is not enough. Which, I mean, that's fine, 72. But at 73, I could just do Twisted Spoon, I guess. Nope, I need Life Orb. 73, yeah, okay. Yeah, at 73, Raichu does do the trick against Sock. And crucially, doesn't bait any move from Poliwrath yet. So I could lead Raichu alongside a second Fake Out Mon, who would be dead to whatever Metagross and Sock would do. Or at least whatever Metagross does, which would be Zen Headbutt, I guess. Meaning I bring along Sneasler. I just need to bring him to 66 to get him outside of Meteor Mash range. So I Fake Out Metagross as well. Then it's always Zen Headbutt. I can bring in Crook. With Black Glasses at level 73. That hurts, but not enough. But more importantly, Crook, the turn after, does bait Poliwrath's moves, but then Metagross is kind of a unknown factor. What's my other... I think I have The only other fake out mon I have is Kecleon. And that is a random move between Meteor Mash and Zen Headbutt. I cannot have that happen. Oh, I could just use Galiss. Break ankles with Sucker. On Kecleon, you mean? You know, the issue with that is you cannot guarantee that he doesn't click Meteor Mash. Meteor Mash deals more damage. So that doesn't really work. Even at 73. Why does it keep doing that? 73, Sucker Punch does not nearly do enough. Not to mention it no longer baits a move. So I propose something different entirely. I switch in Galiss on the Zen Headbutt. And then I can switch out to Sneasler or something like that. Or maybe something that can protect. Like Sceptile. Like a pre-damaged Sceptile to 147. And then I can use Raichu to KO Poliwrath. And then we're good on that front. And it only worked like with like Drain Punch first. Oh no, I bring in Torkoal. Who baits Hydro Pump and only needs to be at 70. 63 and 70 HP to bait Zen Headbutt again, and then I protect. And then I can take the kill with Raichu, and then I can switch Raichu out. And that would be 1, 2, 3 ticks of Life Orb and Voltec or Recoil, so I will never be dead. And I will only have 2 ticks of Life Orb done, so 70. 273, I would be at 20, 40, so 150, so 154. That's never going to be in Hydro Pump range. So, yeah, that can work. Yeah, no, that works. Okay. So, level 73, Life Orb, Alorai. Sneasler. At level 66. Level 66 Sneasler. Galiss can just be at 55 still. Let's just bring him to 65. Let's bring him to 60, actually. And bring him to... Okay, I need... 163, so I need... Okay, that's easy to calc with. Okay. I need 4 damage then. So 154, level 59, 154 HP. Galiss. 70 HP, level 63, 70 HP. Torkoal. And now I need to convert that into easily KOing all 3 of these. I see Sneasler taking out Ursaring. I see Krook taking out Zipstrika. And then Krook also helping out with Metagross. I know that I get hit by Zen Headbutt, so I can switch in Krook in the same turn as I switch in Sneasler. So I can CC plus knock, thus baiting in the Zipstrika, clicking High Horsepower or Zing Zap, which I can then probably just take with Avalug or something. Oh no, I need something that can take either of those moves while still being faster than Ursaring, specifically. Or I just use Poison Jab. Not Poison Jab. Or I just use something else to switch in on. Maybe Bask instead? Bask, no, Bask baits Zingza, okay. I have like most of this, right? I have like the right side done and how to get rid of Metagross. That part I have. Because it's these 4. So turn 1, double fake out. Turn 2, pivot Sneasler into Gliss. Zen Headbutt hits Gliss. I Psychic. Sock for kill. Doesn't Sock have Protect? Sock has Protect. And Sock will not see a kill. 2 speed and off. Hawlucha do. Yeah, 2 speed and off the Hawlucha doing the job. Oh yeah, I could use Hawlucha. It baits Zing Zap, but I can handle that, I think. 73 Hawlucha works for Ursa. Yes. It does. It does indeed. But I would need, like... Do I have enough then to take out the Zipstrika? Just need a bait to bait High Horse. Yeah, if Sneasler can combine... Like, if it's Sneasler that I bring in after that old Crook line, can I just double knock off for kill? Because, oh no, I don't need to. I can just knock off on high horsepower. What am I doing? I just do soft sand and I just high horsepower instead. I'm way overcomplicating this. Knock off plus high horsepower, then I always, because Sneasler will come in at full HP. Yeah, Sneasler comes in at full HP. And then knock off, then I bait in Zepstrika, clicking high horsepower, and I can go to Hawlucha as Crook takes the kill, and then I can just get rid of Ursaring that way. Yep, yeah, okay. I just need to make sure that the left side is... So slot 1 needs to be the Raichu. Yeah. Lead Raichu, slot 1, plus... Zep plus Sneasler. And then I bring level 73 Holu. Is 73 enough? I don't even think it needs to be 73, right? No, it doesn't. Oh, wait. Don't I... Doesn't he protect before anything else? No, it doesn't actually, because I have 1 tick of Life Orb recoil, and therefore he always sees a kill with Throat Chop, and then Protect is never clicked, right? I need to check the Protect AI. Protect is... Base at +6. Why is coaching? What's coaching? If in a double battle and partner doesn't have contrary, if partner's attack stage less than 2, increase score by 1 minus current attack stage. If partner's defense is less than 2, okay, so it will always click coaching over protect. Cool. Yeah, okay, then Zen Headbutt hits Gliss. Exit out. Double fake out. Right shoot. Does it matter who targets who? No. And then I don't even need... Do I need... Yeah, whatever. I can use it anyway. So I fake out Metagross. Raichu into Sock. Pivot Sneasler into Gliss. Psychic Sock for kill. Zen Headbutt hits Gliss. Exit out. I need to double check that at level 59, Zen Headbutt 76. I have 160 HP, so I need to be at 156. And then Zen Headbutt always puts me in range. Yep. Zen Headbutt hits Gliss. Originally exit out. Out to Torkoal. That's turn 1. Polly comes in. Turn 3. Protects plus VT for kill. Turn 4. Pivot Crook on Zen Headbutt. Pivot Sneasler on Alorai. Turn 5, Knock. I even have the opportunity to just fake out, right? Knock plus high horsepower. Zep should come in. I believe even then, yeah, no, it doesn't even matter who I use, because Zep Striker always comes in. Zep comes in, turn 6, high horsepower plus... Yeah, thank you. High horsepower plus... That's high horsepower for kill. Pivot. Holu. Turn 7. Then... Yeah, okay. From here, I believe it. I believe it from here. Let's do the battle. I'm also gonna make that the last battle for today. It's getting a bit late already, and I do still have some errands for tonight. Alright, let's go. We need Clay. We need Bruno. We're bringing Kofu again, and this time we're actually gonna do it right. Good timing, about to go to the airport. Ooh! What you going to the airport for? You're gonna visit family or something like that? Okay, let's give everyone their items. You... Visiting my sister for Christmas. Nice. Yeah, I'm technically, like, I'm seeing my family too, but it's a 20-minute drive, so I don't need a plane. Torkoal doesn't need anything, Sneasler doesn't need anything. I do need soft sand on you as insurance. Soft sand. And did I need anything from Holu? I do. I need him to hold the black belts. Honestly, no, because Krook is also faster, so I don't even. And he was at... What was his current level? 68? At 68, I still just outspeed and kill with 2 hits with the combined damage. And high horsepower always kills. Yeah, we're good. Does Krook even need to be 73? Because he's now 66. Then this plus this always kills. So I don't even need him to... I don't even need to level him. That makes it even easier. I only need to level Surge, and I need to level Ingo 2 levels. Okay. Let's go. Wait, do I? I'm running Soak Scarf. So I can't even run Black Glasses to do extra damage. Okay, leveling. Surge to 73. Kofu? Could Kofu just be at 55? Yes. Yes, Kofu can just be at 65. Ingo needed to be at 66. Because at 64, Meteor Mash still sees a kill, and you need to avoid that. Alright, and that's it. And then we're gonna go ahead and pre-damage a bit. For that, we have a tool. We don't need pre-damage on Gliss, because Zen Headbutt here always deals at least 50% and never 100%. Cool. We need pre-damage on Mela. And I'm gonna put Mela as low as possible, just for my sanity. He needs to be at 70, so we're gonna put him at 54. 254. And that's it. That's the only pre-damage we need. I'm gonna quickly run through this one more time for myself. The reason we do this is I believe Mela is on the precipice of leveling. Yeah, so I need to assume level 64, so I need like a little bit more wiggle room. Actually, just put myself at like pre-damage to like 60. That should do. And Kofu is, even if he does level to 56, he will always be, it always deals more than 60%, okay? So then this should be everything. Could just avoid level it once to avoid missing the pre-damage range. Yes, but the pre-damage range is kind of wide, and the HP that Torkoal gets between 63 and 64 is 3, so this is enough. Like, I need him to be at 69 in level 64, and at level 63 I need him to be at 70. So this is fine. This avoids any potential misses. That's why I put him lower than like the minimum needed. And the other side that I would need is Poliwrath, who just one-shots from full. So that's not really something I'm worried about either. I believe that's everything I need. I'm gonna quickly run through what I have written down, just to be safe. If it's turn 1, fake out, the level 73... Fake out into psychic kills. Fake out there. He sees Zen Headbutt kill. He's gonna go to Golisopod. Golisopod can take that Zen Headbutt. Emergency exits out into Torkoal. And in the meantime, Sokka's already killed because Raichu is faster. Poliwrath comes in. Poliwrath does not see a kill on Raichu. It will see a kill on Torkoal, so I protect. And Zen Headbutt will also be a kill. Even at 60 HP, it will also always be the only kill it sees. So Zen Headbutt is going to be clicked. Protect denies both moves. Volt Echo kills. Then Zen Headbutt comes in again. I go to Krook, and I also go to Sneasler. Sneasler can fake out or knock off, and then Krook, High Horsepower, combine the two, and it is a kill. Zebstrika comes in. High Horsepower kills, and High Horsepower is the only move that kills Sneasler. I switch to Hawlucha. Hawlucha takes nothing, and then there's a kill. Ursaring, Final Mon, CC plus Krook is always a kill because both outspeed and deal hefty damage. So CC into whichever move I want to click is enough. Okay, double checked. We can go. Let's do this. It's the last fight in Rain, if I'm not mistaken, for a while. Alright. 1, 2. There's the fight. I'm gonna quickly save, and then I need to make sure that my team is... Wait. I'm still 68 on Hawlucha. Yes. And that is fine. Because, the thing you're afraid of is Ursaring Quick Feed, I'm guessing. Right? Am I correct on that? You don't outspeed after Quick Feed, but do before. Yes, and because it's a plain switch in, and Ursaring does not have Protect or anything, I don't need to wait. There's not gonna be a Quick Feed, right? I'm just gonna... it's just gonna happen regardless. I just kill before Quick Feed activates, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Surge, Ingo, Kofu, Mela, Clay, Bruno. Yeah, we're good. And if I'm getting left guide, it's not an issue at all, either. No. Alright, let's do this. I have many special abilities if he wants to become a first-class trainer, but running loose to where they have status before. Ah, yeah, that'll do it. If he wants to become a first-class trainer, learn about them. Yeah. If you don't pay attention, you could get hurt. Yeah, I'm not gonna get hurt here. You're not gonna do any damage to me. Is the intent. No, that's not true. There's one attack that's gonna hit me. I'm also in the right order, so that's good. Okay, so, turn 1. This double battle, we're gonna fake out the Sock, and we're also gonna fake out the Metagross. We need a turn. That's really all it is. Crit. Good job, Surge. We didn't need it. Fake out Metagross. What? Okay. Crits are in the air, I guess. And there's the rain. And with that crit, with that fake out damage, regardless of what was rolled, Psychic with a Life Orb always kills Sock. In the meantime, Metagross always sees a kill into Ingo with Zen Headbutt. We are going to go to Kofu. Kofu can take that Zen Headbutt, will never die to it, but will always take at least 50%. Even if I were to level up here, it should always do at least 50%. Please don't tell me I'm wrong. Okay, I'm good. I'm good. Emergency exit activates. We're gonna go to Mela. Mela is gonna bait the next 2 moves. In the meantime, Surge is gonna do one more move before finally calling it quits. That's gonna be against the incoming Poliwrath. Poliwrath here is Swift Swim, so it's faster than my entire team. And it doesn't see a kill into Surge, crucially. So we can Volt Tackle it safely while we protect with Mela. It's going to be a Hydro Pump or Close Combat even into Mela. That it was either move didn't really matter. Volt Switch. A Volt Tackle kills the Poliwrath. And Metagross here is going to Zen Headbutt Mela. As Surge is hit by the recoil. It stings, but we're good. Level 64. Bounce happen at some point. And even after that level, we should be fine. Yeah, 63 HP, we're good. We're now going to double switch. Metagross sees a slow kill into Surge and a fast kill into Mela. So it's always going to attack Mela with a Psychic type move. Gonna double check, I'm on Surge, okay. Surge is going to switch to Ingo, which he can do freely, and Mela is going to switch to Clay. Clay can take that Zen Headbutt, being a Dark type and all. Sneasler. Crocodile. And these two are going to take out the Metagross. Zen Headbutt. Perfect. Okay. I didn't miss anything there. Then we can Knock Off and High Horsepower, and those will combine to KO the Metagross. We're faster with both of these, so we're good. Alright, one down on that side. 2 more to go. And some more experience going around. This baits in Zebstrika. Zebstrika sees a fast kill with High Horsepower into Ingo, and that's all it sees. Bruno is a flying type. No further commentary needed. High Horsepower kills the Zebstrika in the meantime. There he goes. And bye-bye. And then finally, we have an Ursaring coming in. Rain falls down. Ursaring here has Quick Feet and a Toxic Orb, so it's very scary. If it wasn't for the fact that we outspeed right now and just KO it with High Horsepower and Close Combat. This Close Combat never kills, crucially. So Clay takes the kill. If I ever want to keep track of that, there's a slight difference there. It's not something I've been tracking, but it's something I could be tracking, actually. That was very clean. Thank you very much. Very content with that fight. I did not expect that to be as easy as it was. I think this is the Altaria Knight. This is a Psychic Gem. Too soon. Okay, I need to make sure that I didn't... Like, I'm going into the maze here, right? That's where the next fight is. Yep. Okay, so I can go up here safely. Yep. Blueberries. Do those do anything? No, right? Same with Whatmel. Do they do anything in this game? I don't think they do, right? Oh, Natural Gift. Right, Natural Gift. I always forget about that. Yeah, Natural Gift. Good call. I'm like very cautiously exploring. There's a Kecleon somewhere around here. Okay. Just the same place it usually is. Here. Like there. Don't hop any ledge. No, don't worry. I know. I'm being extremely cautious here. I bumped into it. Okay. Book Gem. For the one-off. I'm gonna be in the grass deliberately, so I don't... Okay, that's everything. Okay. Here, I guess. Oh, there. I'll get rid of it real quick. Hi. Bye. Okay, so looking at it, you want a flying type for the next few encounters. The next fight. And that's something I'm gonna do off stream because it's time for me to head off. I'm gonna run back here. Eventful stream. Elation on the Winona kill. And disappointment on the fact that I let Zoroark die there. Okay. Still, yeah, and oh yeah, of course, we also had the 2 encounters, one guaranteed and one 98%, but still, a Golisopod, incredible addition to the box. So, before anything else, thank you for the raid once again. Thank you, Jack, for staying around, and everyone else for watching. Until next time, which is probably gonna be next week, because I believe tomorrow I do need to do some other shit. Trying to think. Yeah, there's some things I need to prepare, so it's gonna be next week, probably. Unless I somehow have everything I need to do tomorrow, like, done early. But that will come in due time. For now, thank you everyone. I'm gonna go ahead and bring you over to the next guy. Bring it forward, of course. Let's see, run and bun. Someone of the same size, probably. Let's see, is there anyone who's actually playing Run and Bun right now? Worst Nuzlocke plays Run and Bun attempt 8, not for sale. Let's do that. He has been streaming for like 2 hours, but I'll bring you guys over there. He just started, so wish him luck, and until next time, see you guys around.